Hello everyone, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers. We're a bunch of middle-aged B&D nerds who love rolling dice, causing chaos, and telling ridiculous stories with as little editing effort as humanly possible. Our campaign is a wild, homebrewed dungeon crawl full of danger, mystery, bad decisions, and a lot of adult humour. We're all about fun first, rules second, and embracing every hilarious disaster along the way. If you're into epic quests, chaotic good vibes, and a group that accepts, you're in the right place. So grab your dice, grab your snacks, and get ready for some basic audio-edited Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Welcome to Dungeon Dwellers. Let's roll.
Hi, welcome to tonight's session, session 4. Thank you for joining on Dungeon Dwellers. And I am blanking on what to say, so somebody do a recap because I don't know what to say now.
There was a brilliant flash. Everything got really hot,
So hot.
and
Oh my god.
then the gods were there.
That's definitely what Quentin is seeing.
I remember speaking to my god face to face, the god of death itself. And I'm just enthralled.
For our listeners, we are missing a player tonight, Mac and Cheese. He's not feeling super. So we do have Gordon, who also plays Quentin, who will voice him occasionally if we need him in the conversation. But at the moment, we have Mac and Cheese and Phil still standing after our brave, somewhat reckless.
Brave's a word.
I rolled my eyes a little. Brave, somewhat stupid adventurers ran headfirst into level 3, setting off a trap. But this is after they went through level 2 of the forest and they got to meet moss beetles and little moss balls. You saw a giant wolf that nearly tore off your guys' faces. You got some words of
I would
advice.
like to point out, Quentin did not realize we were dealing with moss balls the whole time. He thought we were dealing with moth balls.
Ditto.
No,
I probably wouldn't have
fossil.
tried to stick it under the door had I realized.
It's okay, you're old and senile. We got that.
I was like, fucking turn me into moss. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yep. You got the moss balls, we got the wolf, you got some words of advice from the jester clown masked person. None of you guys know their name because you haven't asked. Gave you some words of advice. Don't be stupid. And then you guys opened the door and without checking for traps. You did check that it was unlocked, but did not check for traps and opened the door and set off a very, very big blast of fire. But now you guys are down 2 and 2 are up. It is a good thing because one of them who is up is Phil, who is competent. The other one up is Mac and Cheese, who's competent in his own ways.
Hey, yo,
big heart.
Why are you guys on the floor like that?
And we will start. And I would say let's roll initiative, but I'm going to give Phil a chance to do something. If not, we're going to put it into initiative so that you guys can start rolling death saving throws.
Okay. So before any of that starts, seeing the explosion go off, since Phil was a little towards the back, didn't take the full brunt of the hit, was able to come out of the smoke coughing, putting out his beard, a few little cinders here and there. And he's going to, seeing his brother down, is going to rush forward, grabbing onto his symbol. And as a bonus action, is going to cast Spare the Dying. So Ignatius is now stabled and getting towards him. He's going to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So that's going to be 4d8 plus 4 at maximum healing. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 36 points of healing damage. 36 points of healing.
Bright
like
Back to
glowing light.
Ignatius.
damage.
Yep. This bright glowing light comes from Phil, but it's not like a very bright holy light. It's kind of like a black light glowing in a very dark room. It's bright in its sense that you can see it, but it's not a very holy light, if you would like to say. But that's the first thing you do see when you wake up, Ignatius, is your brother glowing above you.
And looking down, he will
Brother.
go, Dumathoin is not done with you yet, brother.
I feel like Dumathoin has touched me. Oh shit, he's still dead.
Yep, I was about to say, we're about to roll initiative. All right.
Hey, what kind of cleric are you again?
And I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on our
Okay.
boy here.
Perfect. So you come back, you see it, and you're like, oh crap! You just kind of like tap Quinn. So he's at 0, unconscious, but he's spared. He's not going to do any death saving throws. So what would you guys like to do now?
Okay, first I need to click off that spell slot.
And I will also, let's go ahead and
I'll go ahead and touching on. Oh, what the hell am I doing here?
Wrong page.
Phil. I opened the door. Let me heal him.
Very well, brother. And Phil will take a step back and peek through the opening to see if he sees anything while his brother takes care of business.
Okay.
I raise my oh shit, what's it called? My reliquary over Quentin, and it's just a glass jar filled with graveyard sand and dirt, and I heal him 19 points of healing damage.
All right, Quentin.
Why do you have a jar of dirt?
This is sacred ground. I carry it with me everywhere I go.
It's still a jar of dirt.
What does the
What?
sand from your homeland look like?
I don't know, but I taste blood.
It's
That's how you know
a
you're
little bit.
alive.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that I still look like the halfling girl.
Yes. Yep. I forgot you are a halfling girl. Uh. Yeah. We're just gonna move on from that. Phil, you're looking down the hall. I did transfer you guys to the page, and the page now functions and is big enough that all of you can move your own damn characters. You don't have to just have one character. Ooh, DM is getting better.
Fancy.
I don't have control of my token.
No. Oh, the reason being I put them on the wrong. You guys are on the map level. Give me a second.
Tonight's show has been brought to you by Roll20. Roll20. It's the best you can afford.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's free?
Roll
Yeah.
20 because they're not a bunch of sellouts to Hasbro.
Yes. Yes. There we go. Okay. So now you should be able to move it because now it's on the token level, not the map level. Oops.
I still can't select. I could actually
God.
select. I could select this token.
Okay, hold on.
Well, I could, but now I can't.
Drag out all your character. Go to your character person, click it, and drag it out. Do it yourself.
There we go.
Move it now. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll throw out mac and cheese. Boop.
Hey,
And
yo,
then
why you throwing me out?
John's. I'm throwing out just because I'm doing it. There we go. Okay. So, Phil, roll me a. Are you investigating or just perceiving down the hall from where you are?
Investigating for traps as we go down the hall.
Okay. So you do see the door right there to your left, but you're investigating down the hall further. Okay. John, you're more back here. Boop. By your brother. Stop moving, John. Yeah, there we go. Don't you fight me. Okay. Investigation, Phil.
18 plus 2 over the counter 20.
Perfect. Very clearly, no traps. Everything looks good. There's no tripwires. There's no weird stones. It's just a straight hallway down. You look to your right, your left, and you see the dungeon door. The door is locked. It will need to either be jimmied open, broken open, or picked if anyone has lock picking tools. But it is locked, but it is not trapped.
Okay.
And that's if you continue forward, which in this dungeon that you are standing in, the bricks around you are red and hot, and steam is coming off of them. And you just feel this otherworldly warmth around you. And you do hear what sounds like water moving, but it's not water. It's like thick, sludgy water moving above the dungeon. Has anyone had experience with lava or molten lead?
In real life?
Character and real life. That sound. That sound that it makes when it moves across the ground. Really
I'm
weird.
familiar with the sound of lava in Minecraft.
Lava in Minecraft is what you hear above your heads in this dungeon. The red bricks actually look like netherrack. That red brick built into this dungeon, and it is hot. None of you are used to this heat. It's hotter than any desert that anyone has ever been to. It's sweltering. It's like the walls pulse with the heat of a forge in each block.
But it's a dry heat.
A very, very dry heat absorbing any moisture you have left in your wrinkled body.
Ha, I don't have any moisture left in my wrinkled body.
Yeah, you're a raisin.
I feel like sweating isn't working anymore. Like that, it doesn't help.
It comes out a little and just.
It's evaporating right off of me.
Yep.
This is not good.
So you do get that from your investigation. You figure out there's a door lock. You can see the tunnel goes around the bend. There are no traps. Everyone roll me a perception.
Perception.
And then I'm going to just roll a d20 for mac and cheese.
Perception. 14.
Mac got a 7.
25.
Okay.
5.
Okay. If Mac wasn't going to get it, I'm okay with Ignatius getting it. That's why I wanted to play fair and roll the d20. So you guys are perceiving, you're looking around. Mac, you notice when you guys left the stairs, you turn around to look back and you see on the stairs where you left, there is this box wedged under the stairs. And it's been there for so long, it's just caked up with this ash and dirt. But you see the outline of it, and it looks like a brick that was wedged under that's not supposed to be there because it's a box of some sort.
Max sees that?
Ignatius sees it because mac and cheese only got a 7.
Interesting. I point at it and go, what's that?
I got a 5. I don't see shit.
So you guys, it takes a minute, and you do look, and you eventually, not that. You do eventually see it, and you see the outline of this box just jammed under there.
What? It seems to be a box.
Can I investigate it? I hate investigation so much.
Yes, go ahead and investigate.
I would like to point at it and be like, that is a box, if that will give him advantage.
Do I get advantage?
I'm being kind, and I really want you guys to get this treasure. So yes, go ahead with advantage.
Good, because I got a 4. Okay, 15.
15. You figure out, yes, it's a box. It's wedged under there. It's going to take some maneuvering to get it out, but it is retrievable. And there's no traps around it. There's nothing holding it. There's no magic around it either. Well, the box.
I take out my battle axe and I hit the box.
Does anyone stop?
I'm just doing what he would do.
I know. Does anyone stop Mac and Cheese from hitting the box?
I feel like Phil would not want the box destroyed right off the bat. It's just a random box.
Can I propose, let me flip a coin or roll a dice. If evens, I try to stop him in time. If odds, then I didn't see it. It was too fast.
Okay. Go ahead.
$18. So I'm like, whoa, Mac.
Hey, yo.
Chill the fuck out.
But I'm gonna smash the box. That's what we're doing, right?
You good? Are you okay here? I point to my head. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's
No?
round.
Yes. It's all good, buddy.
All right, get the
Okay.
box. Get the box.
Okay, I'll get the box. I'd like to open the box.
Okay, so you wiggle it, you wedge it, you pull it out. You open the box. Inside the box is another box. And on that box, you see a foreign language written across it. What is everyone's languages?
Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish, and Halfling.
Okay.
All the short people races.
The issues.
Except Elvish.
So Gnomish and Giant.
Okay, no.
Dwarvish, Gnomish, Infernal.
Okay, Phil.
So what?
You're
We
the only
all
one
speak
who can-
Gnomish.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Mac and Cheese speaks Gnomish. He only speaks Halfling and Dwarvish. You can all talk shit about Mac. Anyways, Phil, you're the only one who can read what's on the outside of this box. And it is written in brain stopped working Inferno. And you read deck of many things. And you see that, and I would like you to roll me an Arcana check to see if you know what that is.
That's a 13 plus 4, 17 total.
You have a rough idea of what this is. You know the basic knowledge. You know that it's a deck of cards of 13 cards. It holds very powerful magic inside. It's said that each card holds a special power, but with that power does come dismay, dismemberment, death, or there could be fortune, gold, and powers beyond anything anyone can now comprehend. But it is a very powerful, very rare item that in the wrong hands or in the stupid hands could be quite interesting. What would you like to do?
Phil is seeing the box and recognizing the script is gonna go, can I see that? I think I may be able to translate that. If no one stops Phil, he'll go ahead and take the box.
Ignatius, you hand it over?
Absolutely. That's my brother.
And he'll go ahead and take it from Ignatius and he'll start reading it. And as he reads it, his eyes just slowly start to widen up a little bit.
What is it, brother?
With it in your hands, you're turning it around and you're rotating it. And you realize it's not the size of a normal one. It seems to be a lot thicker, as in, it doesn't have 13 cards in it. It has 52 cards in it.
I have to ask, is that the official one?
It is my own creation of a full 52 deck card of many things from my tarot card.
Oh, okay.
What?
So you flipping it around, you're looking, you see deck of many things, and then you get to the back, and it says Eloin's extended version.
This is a very dangerous item, my brother. Very, very powerful. This is if it contains what the box says it does, it's a deck of many things. An item that can bring untold riches or untold horrors. You you can draw a card, any card from this deck. Every item has its own unique properties.
It surely can't be as grave as you say it is.
I have only heard legends of these cards. I recall a legend of someone finding this deck and they drew a card and they shortly afterward found a map that brought them to treasures they had never seen before, but they were guarded by fearsome beasts. I've heard even tales of demons being summoned by this deck.
Now, to be fair, at this point, you only see a box. We don't know what's in the box.
As I said, if it contains what it says it does.
Well, surely someone should open the box.
Sorry, I gotta mute myself.
Well,
Since Phil is holding it, Phil will go ahead and open the box.
Okay, so you open the box, and you lift up the lid, and it's like this kind of box where you just pull the top off,
Okay.
and you do see inside this blue background with gold embossed, got stars and moons, but you just see the card right there. But you can kind of glance in, and you can see that it's a big deck. That's bigger than any deck that anyone's seen in a long time.
I've seen some pretty big decks in my life.
Well, this is a nice thick one.
Ew, that's a pretty thick deck right there.
Do we shuffle it or?
I suggest that for now we not do anything with it. Items this powerful. I don't know about using it just yet, brother, especially not in our current condition.
Our current condition, I feel great.
Got a little Red Bull in you. You're like, yeah, let's do this.
My HP is at full.
Yeah.
30,
The only thing
35 is my max, and I got healed for 36.
Oh yeah. The only thing you're feeling right now is, damn, I'm feeling a little low on magic. That's about it.
True.
Like,
if you're afraid of it, why don't you allow someone who's a bit more along in their years to be the first one to go first. After all, if I die, I would lose significantly less time than you would.
By all means, Quentin. I'm interested to see what happens.
Bill?
If you wish
But
to tempt,
if
you
we
wish to,
get loot, we share it.
The sharing.
I pull the first card off the top.
oh,
Right off the top.
See? Nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's the devil.
Now, to be fair, we don't know what this means.
It's true.
That is very, very true. You don't know what this means. But look at what it looks like. What do you think it means?
Well, we're already in a fiery inferno. Perhaps we have just received a guardian to escort us through this room.
Exactly.
As you say those words, you feel your soul pulled from your body and you crumple to the ground. Quentin, your soul is pulled from your body and dragged far away. And then as it's being dragged far away, even further down into the ground, something fights it and stops it from dragging you downward and starts pulling you to the left. Your soul gets dragged and is in front of the man you've wronged. The man
You're going to have to be so much more specific.
The man you wrong and are paying back every day for your misdeed of doing their wife and daughter and cursing you with your powers, as well as cursing you with the vitality you feel every day when you wake.
Oh. Hello, my lord. Good to see you. It's been too long.
You went and died.
To be fair, I've done that several times. This was just a bit more dead than the last time.
You haven't repaid what you owe.
Yes. Well, about that. Since I am still in your debt, I feel like the best thing to do would be to send me back, and I will continue to pay back the debt that I owe you.
The debt that you owe me. What if I send you back and we say you owe me twice as much now? Or you stay here and rot in eternal damnation.
The deal at twice the price.
That's my point. Don't be stupid. Stop dying. Kicks
Is
you in the
there any
face.
way...
Nope, just kicks you straight in the face, and your soul gets rocketed back to your body. As that conversation is going on, Ignatius, Phil, he's literally just dropped dead in front of you. And as you guys are, your domains and everything, you know there's no soul in this body. It is a dead body with no soul. Nothing is tethered to this plane. All 3 death saves gone.
Did we see the card before he dropped?
Yes, you do see the outline of the devil. You see all of that. And as he dropped and he fell to the ground, the card just dissolves and disappears. It is no longer in the deck.
What the fuck was that?
That is why I said we probably should not have pulled from the deck.
Mac and Cheese is just in shock. doesn't know what to say. Utter silence.
Look
For
at
the first
that!
time.
His spirit is gone, but his stench remains.
Okay, a little something. So yeah, it's about you guys have about 3 or 4 minutes before his his soul goes back to his body. What would you guys like to
Start
do?
praying.
Start parrying.
Just
Alright,
praying
yeah.
to Doomathorn for his soul's safe passage.
Okay. You're sitting there, you're talking. What would you guys like to do? He's still not back yet.
Well, brother, we lost one of our members, and we have a second who seems to be out of sorts. I believe we should head back and try to gain more party members.
That's a good point.
Wait, how did we lose two?
They're there, buddy. They're there. Yeah, we could start heading back up. Shit. Do we push the button?
I, as much as hesitation as I have around this item, I also don't wish to give it up and be rescued. At least not yet. We can attempt to start making our way back, and if things get too crazy trying to get back, I say then we use the stone.
Ooh, I have an idea. What if we camp out on the stairs and maybe somebody will pass from the second level to the level that we're on, and if they've lost anybody, we can form up and, super group it.
Hey, I have an idea. How about we go back to the nice tavern up there and get us some ale and some nice soup and some good company and soft beds?
Yeah, but we'd have to lose our treasure.
No, not if we make it back on our own.
Did you see what happened to the old man? That's not treasure right there.
Quentin, you are jutted back into your body, and you are at 1 hit point.
Oh, he's
Tumathorn.
alive! A
um,
Dumathoid's beard!
why is it so hot in here?
The fuck happened to you?
I went to hell. It was cooler than this place.
Not wrong.
I made some bargains. I came back.
Made some bargains. With the devil? That's
No.
what your card was.
Yeah. He's a very insistent fellow. He's telling us that we need to be smarter. Apparently the devil's watching.
Devil's watching us or you? What did you give the devil?
Quality time.
A lot of people die daily. I don't think he's at a lack of people to
You know,
sift through.
I didn't see a single other person there.
Can I inside check? See if he's bullshitting me.
Go ahead, roll insight. Gordon, persuasion or deception, just text it to me which one it is.
You got an 18.
Well, either way, it's a dirty 20.
Nice.
All right. You believe him. You're feeling a little odded that maybe it's not the devil, but a devil. Maybe he's like He is big. He tends to, stretch out the story. The fish wasn't this big. It was this big. But
Right.
he definitely was talking to a devil alone in a room.
Okay. I don't understand.
I mean, you're a
that.
cleric. You speak to your god, right?
Of course. Uh, it's just the yes. What kind of deal did you broker?
The kind that got me back on this side of the dirt.
Rhetorical nonsense. Okay, gotcha.
When you talk to your god, does he ever talk back to you?
Very rarely.
Mm.
I've
Well,
heard the voice of Dumathoin once, and that was the calling to him.
well, on that note, what are we doing?
Oh wait, you just came back to life too. Roll me a percentile dice, Quentin. Besides the fact that you're at 1 hit point.
5?
Uh, so I want to say you feel like a 5-year-old, but you feel like a 5-year-old not in the brain. Your body, even though at 1 hit point, feels really young and feeble in its own way. Like you haven't developed the right muscles. You got a little sway to your walk. You're good at walking, but it's kind of like you have your left shoe on your right foot. You got it down, but you have toddler legs.
I mean, it's not that much different than being old.
Nope.
Baby legs.
1 hit point and the body of body mentality of a 5-year-old.
The body
Let's go,
mentality
guys.
of a 5.
Let's keep going. I may require. Have we eaten? I'm hungry.
No.
Well,
We could take a rest.
In this hallway or the stairs?
I think it'd be more comfortable in the stairs. Maybe it would change to a cooler climate after 8 hours. Who knows?
I cast Healing Word on myself at 2nd level.
You just kind of pat
For
your
11
chest.
hit points.
And just pat yourself a little bit, give yourself a little healing. Feel a little better from that 1 hit point up to 12. Mac and cheese tries to persuade you guys to we could rest, but we gotta go back. We ain't gonna make it forward.
Phil is in agreement with Mac and Cheese on this, that he thinks it's a good idea for us to actually head back to the surface.
2 to go back. Quentin to go forward. Ignatius, what do you want to do?
We'll keep the treasure if we make it back.
Mm-hmm.
But Phil's thought is, what's more likely, us making it back to the surface or finding a safe, comfortable spot to be able to take a good long rest in this dungeon?
Plus, you guys know that you don't know the path forward. You do know the path through the 2nd level. You don't know the path on the 1st level because it did reset while you slept. But at least you know one way back. Going forward or going back, you still have a path to choose that you have not been down. But if you go forward, you're going further away, deeper into the dungeon, more likely to set off another trap or perish and not get the long rest. Going back, you still don't have a long rest. And if you try to have a long rest on the stairs, you're going to lose the 2nd path in the 2nd level and have very, very little chance of figuring your way out easily. Right now, technically, you only have to go through one floor that you don't know, whether it's up or down.
Or you push the button and get out of here.
Or push the button and get out of there, but you will lose the deck of many things.
Quentin, you want to pick another card?
What's the worst that can happen?
Hold
We'll
on.
just make another deal with the devil, right?
Phil's having a coughing fit. Does he
No, I'm here.
allow? Well, I know you're having a little coughing fit. I was going to say, do you allow Quentin to draw another card? Do you pull out the deck? Do you leave it in the box and let him just keep drawing from the top?
Bill's keeping the lid on the box and looking at Quentin. You're going to pull another card.
No, I said what's the worst that could happen? I'm pretty sure I've already gotten the worst of it.
I don't disagree with him.
There are still going to be 50, 51 odd cards in this deck.
What about this?
I think we can make it back if we push forward. I think we can make our way back. And we get to keep the deck.
We do have 2 votes for going back.
I was going to say,
Ignatius.
draw one more card and you'll have my vote to go back.
I hand out my hand to Phil.
Gonna preemptively take the box off. Do you hand over the box to have the card drawn, or do you open it for him?
Brother, sometimes I have to doubt your critical thinking abilities. As Phil will open up the box, pull out the deck, and will just spread them open in his hands.
I will say this. You can obviously see what's at the bottom here, but when you pull them out, it's completely blank. There is no picture there. So you do open up the deck, you spread it out, and it's thick. It's a thick thing. So we're going to have a little fun. Let's see, camera. All right. Tell me where you want me to stop. You're muted, love.
I want the top one. Give me the top one.
You just want the top? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I flipped it. I'm going to look at it a second. Don't fall.
And when I pull it out, I hold it up directly in Ignatius's face.
I owe you a beer when we get back.
What is that?
The Fool. So, The Fool. Because this is my deck of my own creations, I wrote out certain things for certain ones, and I do know certain ones that are my favorite that I stuck in the deck, and The Fool is one of my favorites. So, The Fool basically takes all of your stats, your strength, your charisma, all of the stat numbers. You're going to give to me. I'm going to shake them up like a Yahtzee ball, and I'm going to throw them back at you. And you're going to put them where I say.
Fantastic.
So, we got strength. What is the total number you got?
13.
Dexterity.
Hold on 1 second here. Dexterity is 16.
Constitution.
16.
Intelligence.
9. There we go.
Charisma.
Wisdom.
Or wisdom, yeah, wisdom.
11.
And then charisma.
18.
Nice.
All right, roll me a d6, and that will determine what is going to be 13.
3.
All right, so from now on, your constitution is a 13.
All right.
So we're just gonna put here 13. All right, roll me another d6. Yahtzee, roll these out.
One.
All right, so that means 16 is now your strength. Get a little beefy there.
Nice.
All right, roll me another d6 for another 16.
Okay. 2. Dexterity remains, right?
No, it's in a random order.
Okay.
Yep. So your next 16 is going. So it would because we've moved on to the. All right, so that number 2 is actually going to be your charisma now.
Okay.
Your old age catching up on you. That was number 2. Okay. Okay, go ahead, roll these 6 for
5.
9. 9. Okay, so 9 is for number 5, which will be your dexterity. All right, and so basically you're down to your wisdom and your intelligence for 11 and 18. So let's see. Roll me, just flip me a coin. Heads intelligence, wisdom, tails is wisdom for 11.
Let's do evens and odds here.
Okay. Evens intelligence,
Odd.
odds with. So your wisdom's still 11, which makes your intelligence 18. You just got really smart.
Beefier and smart.
Yes. So the only one that stayed the same was wisdom. You're
All
not very
right.
wise, but your intelligence went from a 9 to an 18. You unlocked things in your brain that you have never unlocked before. You have put 2 and 2 together. You realize you used to have all of this sex and intercourse and do all these horrible debauchery things because you were trying to fill a void in your soul. You don't know what that void is. You're still trying to figure it out, but that's what you were using sex for. You know what you were doing. You still like it, but you know what you were doing now. You were just having fun. You were trying to fill a hole.
Gentlemen, I think it's time that we exit the dungeon through the safest means possible.
Well, the safest means possible is pushing that button.
No, that is the most expedient means.
What's the safest way?
By walking back and taking level 1 again. Elementary, my dear Watson.
Well, I've already committed. You did pull a card, and my vote is to go back now. I will back my brother's play.
Okay.
Excellent.
And he doubted my sanity.
Which, by the way, you guys did see this when he pulled the card. He like you see the muscles around his arms grow a little, but you also like see where the muscles are growing. He's kind of losing his dexterous arms, his flexibility. It's more stiff and rigid now. He kind of looks a lot older too. At the same time, like he used to look like a 60-year-old, 70-year-old man. Good, kind of good looking, but a little old. Now he looks like he's 90, 95 years old. Age hit him in the face a little bit. The charisma went down, outward. The only thing that seems to stay the same is he's smart, but he was pretty stupid drawing that card.
I mean,
Was I really that stupid, or did this whole thing play out exactly as I planned it?
exactly.
All right. So you do have those 2 down. Phil takes the deck, puts it away. You guys would like to proceed out and go back up the stairs?
Yes.
Okay. So you go from this level to here.
I yearn for the deeper dungeons.
So you do get to the second level. If you guys do take the continuously go on the same path, are you stealthing? Are you what are you doing exactly?
Do you guys want to just make a run for it, or do you want to be stealth? I mean, I'm in
When
plate armor.
has making a run for it in this dungeon ever done us any good?
The tentacle trees, I guess.
Yeah.
That was a tactical withdrawal.
But you were running from it.
What are we doing right now?
A tactical withdrawal.
A tactical withdrawal.
So, run then?
We exfiltrate this dungeon at a cautious pace.
Okay.
Jog.
Roll me a stealth if you're not jogging. You're actually just what's a power walking.
I mean, I'll try to roll stealth for you.
I know it's not gonna go great, but
It's better than I thought. 19.
okay, that's good.
I rolled really
21.
well.
Good. I know that
13.
I'm gonna roll mac and cheese just a d20. If it's really high, we're gonna be happy. It's really low. Okay, so that was a 3. Technically, he gets it at disadvantage anyways. I'm just gonna roll the 1 because he has plate mail on. You're going. You're at a good pace. You're walking. Some of you are being a little more stealthy than others. You do have a little bit of a clanging going on and a glowing halfling because his armor does glow. But you do make it through the second level dungeon, and you actually pass a group of adventurers about to go into this room right here. They just come down out of the stairs, and they see you going and leaving, and they look at you and watch you as you pass by. Do you guys want to stop and talk or keep going?
If I may pass on some worldly advice, don't be stupid.
They just kind of look at you. Just a motley crew like you've been seeing. You have 2 humans, an elf, and let's throw in a bunny folk.
I'll ask him, do you want to see a magic trick?
Pick a card. Any card.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Phil, do you let them have the cards or are you keeping that to yourself?
Phil will keep the deck in his pack for now.
Okay.
Oh.
Y'all been grounded. Which is hilarious because I was going to give it to Mac because I thought he caused a lot of chaos. Then Ignatius was the one who actually found it. But Quentin's the one who keeps drawing from it. But Ignatius is like,
Look.
oh yeah, no, go ahead.
Look, Mac's not here. Someone has to do it.
Yep. I'm glad that it's in Phil's hands. So Phil keeps the cards to himself. They look at you a little weird. They open the door and they go in. As they go in, you do hear blood-curdling screams and yelling.
Done the magic trick.
I would like to close the door behind them.
Okay, you close the door. You guys keep moving forward. You get to the stairs. You go to the stairs. You start going up them. Nope, wrong button. And boop, boop. You get to the new map. On this one, go ahead and drag out your characters again. But you're going to start on the stairs over here.
There we are.
Drop mac and cheese. John, can you move your character? Okay, good. I'll move Mac to follow you guys, but you guys start going down the hall. Everyone roll me everyone roll me perception.
10.
That was a nat 1.
15.
Okay, Phil, you do see a brick on the ground as you're stepping over it. It has a heart on it. And you step over the brick. Ignatius's foot steps onto the brick, not seeing it. I will
Yep.
give you a chance to try to stop him from stepping on it by rolling me athletics at disadvantage, Phil. Because you're in
Okay.
front of him, so you have to turn around real quick and like push him away from the brick.
Because I'm basically turning to point to it as I'm stepping over it. It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
like,
no
it's
one
like a corner.
step on. And as I'm
Yeah,
saying that, Ignatius' foot comes
yep.
down. And I'm
You're
trying to
trying.
push him. So disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay. You said athletics.
Well, let's see. More of a dexterity ones. It's up to you. Athletics or acrobatics? Just
Athletics it
determines
will
what kind of.
be.
Yeah, it's kind of like what flair you do. Because you're doing athletics, you're literally just shoving him back. You're like, no.
Well, too bad. Too bad that we had disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
Grand total will be a 10.
His foot lands on that heart, setting it off. Everyone, let's see, how far back are you guys roughly? No, it gets everyone. So everyone takes.
Baby legs is down.
Y'all take 15 points of necrotic damage,
Ooh.
and then
Quentin is down.
and
Bill
then
is
you get.
down.
Ooh, no.
And then as soon as that hits, you get hit in the face again with 16 points of healing.
Yay!
So you two are sitting on the ground like, what the f happened?
Welcome back.
I'm imagining as Phil was turning around, the brick gets steps on, it's activated. Phil is mid-turn, so he falls almost flat on his face or down on his side,
No,
Yep.
and then
I
comes
try
right back with it and goes, I was going to say not step on that.
So yeah, you do know that right here is a heart. I'm just gonna put a little red mark on it. Red heart.
I'm just saying you look better than you were before.
I'm probably 1 hit point.
We really need to work on this being smarter thing. I've died 6 times in the last 30 minutes.
Make you rethink your life a little, huh?
You've lost consciousness, sir.
Does
No,
that mean
I've
he
died
has,
at least once.
Oh, fair.
does that mean Quentin has to roll for his age again?
Did you go down, Quentin? Oh yeah, you did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Could be much
Roll me a
worse.
percentage. It could.
32.
You feel like a 32-year-old man. This time you're like, oh,
Okay.
doing a little better now. We're okay.
This whole dying thing isn't as bad as they make it out to be.
Still with baby legs, or
No more baby legs.
I jump up in the air and click my heels. There's a lot of other clicking sounds too, though.
what? You want to pull a card?
Phil, you do see down the hall. It's just a straight path down the hall.
Okay. And do I see anything down that hall as I look for any stones or any suspicious looking holes in the walls?
Roll me investigation.
Investigation. see. 15.
You're going down the hall, you're investigating. It doesn't seem like there are any more traps set up. You get further and further down, and you see a door coming up, but the hallway does continue on and wrap around. Everyone else move your characters. You're now responsible for that. Wow, mac and cheese.
Art.
Mm-hmm. So you see
Phil
the
would
door.
like to examine this door.
Okay, roll me another investigation for the door.
Okay.
May I also do a perception to see if there's any arrows?
Yes, go ahead and roll me a perception for that.
Uh,
That's
14.
gonna.
You said 10, Phil?
No, I was gonna say that's gonna be a 14.
Oh, yours
Wow.
are 14.
We both got a 14?
Yes.
Brothers, you know.
So we'll start with the easy one. Ignatius, you do see an arrow pointing down the hall. To like keep going around. Phil, with your investigation, you do know the door is trapped. You don't know how it's trapped. You have a rough idea that if you twist the knob, it's going to release something. But you don't know what it's going to release.
Okay. So Phil, having not seen the arrow and not looking at his brother, will, because he's looking at the door, will turn back to the group. I don't know how, but I have the feeling this door is trapped.
This
Perhaps
way,
we should proceed down the hall further.
we should. This way. Real quick question, maybe a dumb question.
There are no dumb questions, only dumb answers.
That's a lie.
Only dumb answers.
The arrow was pointing to the stairs down, right?
It's pointing this way to go around the corner to keep going down this way over here.
Okay, so it's
I don't have a. Do I have a way? Like, oh, I do. There we go. It's like, go this way.
okay. So in both directions, it will point to an exit. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that.
As you're coming around the corner a little bit, guys,
This
you
way.
do see another long hallway going down, and at the end of this hallway is another door.
Do we notice anything out of the ordinary with this hallway? Any signs of traps, pitfalls, arrow slits, things like that?
Are you moving slowly down the hall to investigate, or just perceiving down the hall?
I am perceiving.
Okay.
I would like to attempt to grab the back of his collar.
Of Ignatius' color?
Yes.
He's just perceiving, but go ahead, you can grab him. Roll me, Ignatius, a perception of the hallway.
Okay. 15.
Okay. Pretty empty hallway. You're not seeing much, but you do see another arrow.
Ooh.
Come on, arrow. Call him out. Do I have to grab the picture? You know what? Fine. Oh, I know why. It's because I don't have the clicker on. I'm like, why are you not working?
Ta-da.
Okay. Why? Okay, so Control B. Another arrow. Yay! Pointing this way. Towards the door.
Brother, I think, look, I point out the arrow. It's this way. Did you want to investigate for traps?
Yes, before we proceed down.
We are
Quentin,
being Smart.
Quentin, you did grab the back of Ignatius, and you do hear him say that.
Best to proceed with caution.
Mac and Cheese is kind of just sitting in the back of the group. I'm hungry.
Are we there yet?
Yep. Which, by the way, you're no longer a little halfling girl. You're back to your old man self. You died too many times. We're done. I'm done killing off my favorite character.
Pretty sure that's a concentration spell anyway.
Yeah. It was more for flavor.
Actually, it's not a concentration spell. It just lasts for an hour.
Oh.
Well, no, I say it's done. You go ahead and roll the investigation, Philip, for going down the hall. You guys slowly proceed down, investigating and looking for traps. Let's see how well it is.
Okay, investigation. That's going to be an 18 total.
Okay. You do not find any traps. You make your way down the hall, and even with that, you do see that this door is locked, but it is not trapped. And on the door is a combination of numbers. And it has 4 numbers. And you kind of move the dial like up and down, and it goes 1 to 9 with a 0 in the middle.
So one of the so there's 4 dials. The third one is stuck at 0, or there's just a 0 between the 4 dials.
It's like a 0. Like it's like one of the. It's like it starts all off at 0, but if you move the dials, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 9. Yeah.
And there's 4 of them.
Yep. And the numbers that are on there right now are 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you move them around and like kind of get the idea, but it originally started at 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I apologize. I lost audio there for a second.
Okay.
Phil will look at it, and you said that the door is not trapped?
It is not trapped. It's just locked with that code.
Is the mechanism itself trapped?
No.
Okay. So Phil will see if does changing the very first one, does it change any of the others, or does it just spin on its own?
None of them change. You move them individually, but as you're fiddling with them, above the code, words start to appear, written in gold letters, lighting up, and it says, "Find the 4-digit number in which the first digit is 1/4 of the last digit. The second digit is 6 times the first digit, and the third digit is the second digit plus 3." And I will send you a picture of this without the answer, so you can read it over and over again.
That would be helpful.
Because I am not saying it over and over again. So it's gonna be.
I've solved one of these before. Stand back.
I am trusting you guys not to like reverse image this and find it. So here we go. It's in the general chat for you. Go. Send. But I do have the answer. I can't tell you how.
May Mac and Cheese kick the door, please?
Do you guys let Mac and Cheese kick it? Or do you try to solve the code?
I would say Phil's probably focusing on looking at the top of the door right now. Because you're just reading it over and over and over.
Shit. Making me do fucking math on my day off and shit.
So do you have any idea how much we smoked today?
Do you know how hard it is to make puzzles online? Unless you're physically in the place where I can give you like a puzzle box. This is my version of an online puzzle.
No, it's great. I love it.
Last digit. Well, it goes 1 through 9.
Yeah.
So
0
therefore,
through 9.
therefore, the first and the last digit have to be an even number.
Do they?
Wait. 6 times the first digit. Well, unless it rounds down. But why would you make a digit combination that has rounding numbers?
I found a riddle that had a 4-digit code.
Hold on.
That's literally what I did. I found a riddle that equals out to a 4-digit code.
Yep.
And when you do get the answer, I would like you to roll an intelligence check to see how long it takes your character to figure that out. It's actually surprisingly easy if you don't take it so literal.
So the second digit is 6. The first digit is 1.
I was about to say it has to be
The third
6.
digit is 9. And the fourth digit is 4.
Are you guys okay with that being the answer before I tell you yes or no?
Submit it. Try.
Submit the number. Say it to me one more time.
Oh, come on. I did this in my head.
No, you're supposed to. You're putting it onto the thingy.
The first digit is 1. The second digit is 6.
You put the 1 in, it glows. You put the 6 in, it glows.
The third digit is the second digit plus 3. The third one is 9. And
it glows.
Fourth one is 4.
It glows. Roll me an intelligence check to see how long that took you. In game.
I'm surprisingly good at those now.
Wow, dude.
1694.
Natural 20. Or 25.
This boost, you're on this high of intelligence. Like, codes, I can answer any code. This is nothing. You're looking at Phil, figuring it out, and you kind of just nudge him aside. You put the code in. It took like less than a minute.
Onward, gentlemen.
As you hear the door unlock and shift, you also hear something click, locking something into place as the door opens. And things in the room that were moving, because you can hear the movement slowly stop and turn and stop. You can see inside this room now, which has suits of armor that come to a complete stop and can't move anymore.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Cool.
But they stopped moving.
Yeah,
they were moving before it, and now they're not. With that intelligence check, by the way, Quentin, you also know they stopped because you answered it right, and now they're immobile. And if you'd gone through the other door that was trapped, it would have made them activate even more. Because that was just an awesome 20.
We're doing better.
Can I look for an arrow?
Roll me perception.
That's a 1. Another nat 1. Second one.
Way to balance it back out.
Yep. You get the 20 and then a 1. You can't find an arrow. You just see these big hulking statue people. But you do have 2 doors. You got one right here and right here because you know this door is trapped.
Exactly. Quentin, you go check one door. Me and my brother will check the next.
I will check the door to the south.
Okay. Quentin, roll me investigation, and Phil, roll me investigation.
23.
Okay.
While they're messing with the doors, can I just keep an eye on these guys and make sure they ain't moving?
Okay. Yep. Roll me a perception for them. So Quentin, good. Phil?
18.
16.
Okay. Door is unlocked. For you, Phil. It's unlocked, but with that perception, you do see that someone has carved an X into the door. And you kind of pick up the symbol, like maybe you shouldn't go this way. This door is not the correct way. With that investigation, Quentin, with your very high investigation, you do see on the door there's an arrow pointing on the door, carved into it, leading out, but it also has carved underneath it. It has the word slime written on it.
How do we feel about slime, gentlemen?
Better than we do about this door.
Well, this door is the way out. However, it does appear to have slime behind it.
Let's have a slime of a time.
As the kids say nowadays. Let's slime them.
All right, so you guys go in.
Yes.
You know,
They
my
have-
uncle was a slime ball. I don't know why slime gets such a bad rap these days, eh?
You open the door, you peek inside, and you do see slime everywhere. But it's not bad slime, I guess you want to say. It's that gooey slime from the cave that you found the first time you came down. And it does seem to have spots where you can maneuver your way through, but you're gonna have to be acrobatic and very agile to try to not touch any of the slime on the floor. Or you can just walk right through it.
Gonna need to do a check for an arrow. Shall
Okay, roll me perception as you're standing in the door looking for an arrow.
that is a dirty 20. 14 plus 6.
Okay. Don't know why it's not letting me pull out more arrows, but you see an arrow across the way pointing towards this door.
I let them know. There, the far door. That's the
Ugh.
one.
Phil's looking at all the slime. Looks at where his brother pointed at the arrow and at the door over there. Looks like we'll have to be cautious going through this room.
Yes.
Something tells me we
this-
may not want to touch this slime.
Does this slime appear to be toxic?
I don't intend to touch it and find out.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd have to investigate it. If you'd like to roll investigation, but that means you're touching, or would you like to just perceive it?
I would like to touch it a little bit.
Okay, Quentin goes in up to
You're
the
the one with the
slime.
18 intelligence.
Go ahead and touch the slime and roll me an investigation.
Book it.
19.
19. It's not acidic.
Oh my god, I'm the professor from Futurama. Good news!
So it is not. Yeah, you kind of have turned into him. It's not acidic, but it isn't not dangerous. You're rubbing it on your fingers, you're touching it, you're trying to figure it out, and it's just on your hand, and then all of a sudden your hand goes numb, almost dead-like, like it's a paralyzing agent.
I would like to relay this information to the group.
His hand is now, it started in the fingers, but now his entire hand is numb. There's a stranger in the tub.
The old me would have really enjoyed this.
The new you's fascinated that your entire hand is numb.
Well, let's proceed with caution, shall we?
Indeed.
Okay, so everyone roll me an athletics. Acrobatics. Wait. No, yeah, other way around. Acrobatics, not athletics. You guys are, unless you can convince me how you're using your athletics. Other than that, you have to be very dexterous moving around this room. You gotta tell me how you're using your strength to get through.
All right. That's going to be a 15 acrobatics.
You're good. You're moving through the room. I'm just gonna roll a d20 for a 9. Mac and cheese is following. His entire left side of his body's numb, but he waddles his way out. He's kind of like.
So that'd be a 12.
Your entire right side of your body is numb, and you got like a droopy face. You look like you had a stroke.
11.
Roll me a d4. I want to see what part of your body's numb.
Yikes.
Basically, Phil's the only one who gets through not numb.
Oh, you said a D4.
Yeah, I got something in mind.
4.
You're paralyzed from the waist down. You're kind of just dragging yourself out at the moment. But you do get to your brother.
No.
Just dragging your legs behind you. But you get into the hall, you leave the room. Let me just fog it for you guys. You're in the hall. Mac and Cheese is paralyzed on the left side, Ignatius on the right side, and on the Quentin on the right side, Ignatius from the waist down. Phil, you're just fine. You kind of like got a little on your boot, kicked it off.
I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration on myself, which should remove most paralyzing effects.
Yes.
And I will do it for Quentin as well.
Okay. We'll just let Mac and Cheese be like, following you guys. He's like, I'm finally getting help. Okay, so I take a moment.
I was gonna say to the guys, like, I'm getting tired. I've done a lot of spell casting.
You do see down the hall that it does wrap around, but you do have an option of going upward.
An option going upward?
Mm-hmm.
Like the stairs?
No, like visually. You have
going
a hallway
going
here.
north.
Yeah, you have a you can go north or you can go south.
Let's do a.
Do you find any arrows in this room?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Can we check for arrows?
Yes, go ahead and check for arrows.
23.
You do find an arrow, but it's a weird arrow in the sense that you do see it. Let me point it. Move it over here. Boop. You do see an arrow there, and it is pointing north. It is pointing south, but you see written underneath it, way back, but watch out.
Okay. I relay that. I go. It says, "Watch out."
Always good advice.
Yeah, suspicious. It's sus.
Alright, so you guys do move down the hall?
Investigate it for traps.
Okay, roll me investigation.
Investigation. That's going to be an 11.
Looks fine. You're investigating. You're going down. As you're going down the hall, you're walking down. You're investigating. You don't see the trap until after you've activated it. You're stepping. You're walking, and just as your foot touches the edge of it, you realize, oh shit! And your foot hits what looks like a broken heart on the ground. Right here. Like half a heart. And then the other half's over here. It's like a broken in half heart, and your foot sets off the trap. Everyone else was following, so it does affect you guys. because it activates the whole hull. Get down here. As it goes off, you are just filled with this unending sorrowfulness, and I would like everyone to please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Wisdom.
12 for mac and cheese.
17.
19.
14.
Okay. Mac and cheese and Ignatius are the only ones that are affected by this. Everyone else just feels like a cold hit in their stomach. Ignatius and mac and cheese, you are inconsolable. You are heartbroken. You are sad. Your heart will never heal. You are feeling this unending sadness, and you don't know why. For mac and cheese, for Ignatius, you feel that sadness too, and in your mind, you think to yourself, "I'm nothing. My heart is gone. I have no love. It is just broken."
It all started when I lost my mother. No love for myself, no love for another.
You just sit on the
Wait,
ground,
our
depressed
mother's
and
still
sad.
alive.
Look, I don't care if you die bleeding. We're getting out of here.
So, mac and cheese is on the ground, just sobbing, crying, inconsolable. Ignatius is a little more stoic, but it's still he can't move. He doesn't know what to do. He's just inconsolable.
I hate myself for this, but I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself again to once again turn into the halfling girl. Hey, why are you so sad there, mac and cheese?
Oh god, now you have to talk to yourself.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I did not
you
think
do.
this out.
Because I'm not mac and cheese. So mac and cheese. Well, I'll be mac and cheese for a little bit. It's basically like, I miss my life. I miss my family. I miss my home. I don't want to be here.
Well, sweetie, you're not going to get them back down here, are you? You got to get back to the top. Don't you want to be on top?
Only a persuasion. It was originally going to be a disadvantage, but I will give you normal roll.
$21.
Okay, and I'm just going to roll 2d20s. Yeah, a 12 and a 2. Yeah. He believes you. He listens to you, and it takes a minute. A good five. I don't say it takes a good 5 minutes, but eventually he does calm down. You soothed him, and he will get up and be able to continue on, still crying. Ignatius, what are you doing?
I am just.
He's quoting
like...
new metal lyrics from the early 2000s. Duh. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started.
I am just doing what all men do. Just shoving that pain and sorrow into the bottomless pit of my soul. And
Roll
forgetting
me.
that it even exists in the first place.
You know what? I was going to be a disadvantage, but go ahead and just roll me a wisdom saving throw normally, because that is what all men do. I'm sorry. It's not a stereotype, but I'm sorry.
16.
It takes you a few moments, but you're holding in those tears. You're holding it. You're fighting it back. It takes a moment, but you do regain yourself and calm down, and you're back to normal.
To everybody else, it just looks like I'm like taking the shit, but I'm not.
Yeah. Just...
Disassociation.
Like, not crying, but like, you know.
Yeah, you know. Phil, you're watching this, you kind of look around. You do see that around the bend there is the hall goes down and around and banks around.
Okay.
Do you peek down the hall?
Yes.
All right, roll me a perception.
Let me take
Perception?
a step over there. Perception.
I heard reception, and I was like, "What's going on?"
He's
Let's
calling the
see.
lobby to make sure that there's a room in the tavern.
19.
You see the stairs, and it looks open and clear. There is a door on the side,
Stairs.
but there are the stairs that go up.
Hold. I like to
Okay,
check for traps.
roll me
I've
an
died one.
investigation.
I've died one too many times today. Oh, 10.
You're walking down the hall, and it takes you a few minutes because you're having a hard time and you just don't trust it. But you do get down the hall. No traps. There's just the stairs.
Gentlemen, I
Go.
believe we've done it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You book it out of this dungeon. You're finally free. You go up, and you expect to smell fresh air, and it's just graveyard. So it's good for you, Ignatius and Phil. You're fine. Quentin, it's
Yay!
dark and gloomy. You guys come out and you see another group getting ready. You guys are heading out, and you start just going back to the town. Let's put on a little happier music. You're now out of it, and you're in the town, and you realize it's like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. It's pretty nice out. The sun's out. People are going about their day. You see the town, and you know that the building over here, that is the main Adventurers Guild. But you do see across the way where there's a stable place. Next to that is the tavern. So you head over to the tavern where you know there are rooms that can be rented.
Would it be wrong to charge people to pull from the deck of many things? With the stipulation that we get a percentage of their winnings if they strike a pick. Is this bad? We can go over to the bar and try it.
I may not be the most moral man, but I do like money.
How about we just all get a good drink first?
It's a
I
great
don't
idea.
drink.
You do.
All right. So you guys do go into the tavern, and sitting on the bar is Shell, Shell Stonewall, the little halfling that was originally your tour guide. She's sitting on the bar, and she's talking to people and telling stories. As you're walking in, you do see a sign that is called Sea Shell Tavern, and it has a the sign is an open clamshell, and inside sits a little pearl. But you walk in, and it's just a normal medieval tavern. You got tables, adventurers at the tables. You got the main bar. There is what looks like a back room, and then stairs that go up for more rooms. But Shell is sitting there, and she's telling a story about the last adventuring group she just had to save. And she's going on and on about how they were so stupid. They had no clue what they were doing. I had to go in and save everybody. And you know what? I got a good pay. Y'all want to see what I got? And she starts digging through her purse, and she pulls out this crown. And the crown is made of these black vines and thorns all over it. And it comes to the center, and there's this big, fat, cracked red ruby on
Nice.
that crown. But it's giving off this pulsating aura. And she puts it away, and she's like, I'm going to sell this, and it's going to make bank, and I'm going to be finally able to upgrade my tavern even more.
Have I seen anything like this crown before?
Roll me history. If anyone else
9.
would like, to, you can also roll a history.
I will attempt so. 14.
Okay. Did
Okay.
you want to roll, Phil? Yep.
Rolling on history check.
Yes. Mac and cheese
9.
is already. Okay, Ignatius, one sec. Basically, Mac and cheese has already inserted himself into the group of people listening. He's not paying attention or cares what the crown is. Uh, but Ignatius, you have heard stories of a crown of dark vines and thorns, and it used to be a very powerful crown given to a queen years and years ago that slowly drove her to madness to the point where she murdered her entire family, thinking them all to be betrayers. She couldn't trust anyone, and then eventually she killed her entire guard, her council, and then set upon the kingdom by cracking the crown open and opening the fire plane on her kingdom because she couldn't trust them and was driven to madness by this crown.
Oh, well.
Yep.
Hey, yo, pretty
I
lady there. You're such a queen. Why shouldn't you wear that crown for yourself there, huh?
Shell just looks at you and smiles and says, "Oh, it looks like y'all got out of the cave now, didn't you? You got out of. So how many levels you got down? I got a pool going behind me. Your odds were you were only gonna make it down one level. I'm guessing you made it down more, or you wouldn't be back.
3.
3. Those were 2-to-1 odds. Not a lot of
Hey,
people wanted it.
next time, why don't you consider going down with me there, huh?
Yeah, see, the only thing I go down on is what I want. I make most people go down on me. Now, are you gonna order something, or are we gonna keep moving on?
A bit of warning. I have speculation that their treasure that you have may be possibly cursed. And I share this story.
She listens and says, I'll take your advice. I already do have a special arcane person coming in to buy said crown. If it is
Okay.
what you say it is, I might charge him a little more.
Absolutely, absolutely. Are
You
you
know,
feeling
for
lucky?
a nominal fee, I could identify that for you, and you could know exactly what it is.
I don't pay people, people pay me.
Are you feeling lucky today?
I've already been lucky. I got my crown. I saved a few souls. What I am up for is selling you all some beer, some ale. We got some fancy wines, and then I just got a shipment of something called tea lika. No clue what it is.
I will be interested in the Tilika, but first, would you, if you feel lucky, would you like to pull a card?
No, I don't. I don't trust cards. I had
Fair
a
enough.
fortune. I had my fortune told once, and it said I was gonna be, I was gonna die when I was 12, being crushed by a rock. Never came true. So, I don't trust cards.
Alrighty, then yes. Uh, well, you said it was a Tila, the Tila what?
Tea lika.
Tilika. Yes, I'll take one and one for all of my party.
Okay. Uh, so generally, you would see most hard liquors and stuff like that poured into smaller cups. She doesn't know anything about tea lika yet. She doesn't know it's a hard liquor. She just got it, so she's gonna test it out on you guys. So she gives you. Actually, I have a good example. Hold on. Full of tea lika.
Wow.
Good mug. Good medieval mug size of this tea lika. And you go, you take a sip of it, you like go to take a gulp, and you realize, oh, this should not have been a gulp that you took. It burns a little. It is, I don't know how, actually, boys in Texas and Gordon might have had this. It is the best Mexican tequila you've ever had. It is strong, good and pure, no impurities, just delicious. There's even a little worm swimming at the bottom of this Hilika alcohol she has.
Wow.
I
I'd
believe something
say
is wrong with this tea.
I'd say, let me think. Yeah, you got a good, like, with this size, you got a good, at least 9 shots, if not 10, worth of alcohol in there.
Uh, I just would like to say, Mongo texted me and he said,
Uh,
1694 is the answer to
well, he would have figured it out if he was here.
that.
Or mac and cheese being mac and cheese, he figured it out after Quentin, and you got through the dungeon and then realized, oh, that was
Numbers? Wait, I know numbers.
it. So you guys nurse your drinks because you're like, oh, I know. Actually, do you nurse your drinks? Are you guys smart enough, or do you just drink it?
I would say after the first gulp, I do want to drink it all, but I want to procure rooms set up first.
So it hits you guys. You take that big gulp. Ignatius, you nurse it.
I slide my cup
Quentin.
over to mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese already downed his first one, and he is washed. And now we'll start drinking Quentin's. Ignatius, you talk to Shell, and she says, "Oh, share a room, separate rooms. What do we want?
2 rooms, please.
Do you want special rooms, or do you want just the basic?
What's the difference?
Well, special rooms I've themed myself. A lot of fun. If you want to go on a little adventure in your room, or you can just have the basic room with 2 beds. If you need a third bed, I can roll a cot in there.
Let's do the basic.
Mac and cheese being mac and cheese, he's gonna want a special room, even though he's sloshed. We all know it.
I want the safari room.
She looks at you like, I don't got no safari room, but I do have something special for you. Who's sharing a room with this one? Looking at you 3.
I assume I'm sleeping in the same room with my brother.
I was say, figured we'd be sharing
How
the same
about
room.
for the additional cost, we get that third cot?
So Ignatius, Quentin, and Phil share a room, and we'll just give the very sloshed and soon to be very inebriated mac and cheese the special room, and mac and cheese will pay for his own room. Quentin, Phil, and Ignatius for the basic room. It's going to cost you 3 gold for the night, but it holds a retainer. Basically, if you need it the next night, we don't have to go through the whole thing of you checking out. You'll get a deposit back of 1 gold. So technically, it's only 2. It's just 3 for the night.
3 gold each?
No, total for the night.
Total.
Yeah.
So 1 gold from each of us.
Yeah, 1 gold from each of you, and then in the morning, one person gets a gold back. So it's technically 2. It's just that third one in case you need to hold over for the next night.
We split it into silver. No. Sounds like a plan. 1 gold each.
Yep. For mac and cheese's room, his is going to actually be 4 gold, aka 3 gold. He'll get the 1 gold in the morning. You do walk into his room. He's very inebriated, just slushing his words. You drag him, and Shell opens the door, and inside you look is this very child-themed room. It's really fun. But you look in, and it is a very under the sea theme. You open up, and the bed is on a clamshell. It has magical floating bubble orbs flying around as a source of light. The floor looks and feels like water as you're walking through. You can tell a lot of money and gold has been spent on this room.
Are there whales?
There's whale noises.
Perfect.
And basically, Mac and Cheese is loving it. He's splashing around on the water, jumps on the bed, and he realizes a water bed on the clamshell. So Mac and Cheese is happy for the night, but that's what you guys are missing out on for the special room. You go to your guys' room, basic lodging. You got 2 separate beds. She'll throw in she rolls out the cot for you guys. It has a little wash basin full of hot water. You go and you realize it refills and cleans itself, so it is reusable. She lets you know there is a bathhouse here in town, but it's really expensive. So something you may want to invest in, or you can use the handy dandy wash bowl.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And she leaves and goes back to her tavern and has fun. You do have a long rest. If there's anything you want to do before your long rest.
Sleep.
We probably don't have enough funds to buy any potions right now, so probably just sleeping.
Well, I mean, before I take a long rest, I'm going to pull a card from the deck of many things.
Phil, do you let him pull a card from the deck of many things?
Are you sure you want to do that, brother?
Just open in the box to get ready.
I mean, if you think about it, I've already cleared out 2 of the bad cards. What are the odds of 3 bad cards coming out at once?
Yeah, I want to try.
Okay. Phil, do you let him?
Phil will open up the box and we'll spread out the cards again as before.
And just like before, I'm gonna go. Tell me when to stop. So start.
Stop. That one. Yeah.
Okay. Boop.
Drum roll for
Alright.
these.
And you guys get to see it first. Waha. Oh,
It's upside down.
You got the 9 of Swords Basilisk. Doesn't mean there's a basilisk coming, but that is what the card is. The 9 the 9 of Swords Basilisk. So let me pull that one up because that's a little.
This means that your sword shall forever be hard. Am I not right?
You stay out of my mind. You stay out of my mind. But no, that's not what it is. I gotta get to it first.
I mean, so far it doesn't have death in it or the devil, so
Not a single flame. Oh, I've got friends in
I need you to
low
roll a
places.
percentile for me.
percentile die. Oh god. A D100. Come here. Gummer. Okay. 28.
Okay. I need you to pick a body part on you that you are willing to give up.
Oh, okay. My left arm.
29% of your left arm is just numb, dead, stone. You can't move it.
That sucks.
And you feel like this isn't an easy fix. This is not a lesser restoration. This is a greater restoration spell that needs to be done to remove that. So you basically cannot move your left arm.
Okay.
Do you use two-handed weapons or one-handed weapons?
I use a one-handed weapon and a shield.
You can no longer use a shield and a weapon. You can
Gotcha.
use one or the other. So basically, you actually hold the card in your left hand, and your arm just goes dead, and you cannot move your arm now.
Okay.
It's like a stone arm.
Oh, is it like physically stone?
No, but it feels like it. Like underneath, like in your head, the best way you can describe it is like your entire arm just went stiff. You cannot move. It's like this.
Okay. I'm waiting for a butt.
That's it. It's
Okay.
a stone arm. And you know, being the healer you are, that your lesser restoration ain't gonna work on this, which means you have to get a greater restoration spell, which requires what, 100 gold diamond? Yeah, it has to be 100 gold diamond worth 100 gold, I believe.
All right,
Now
Phil,
left.
your turn.
So you do see this. He's holding the card and his arm just goes dead as the card falls and burns and disappears.
How do you feel about that now, brother?
I feel like everybody's doing it except for you.
Yeah.
So it's not that it's peer pressure, brother. It's just your turn.
I will take my turn another time.
You put the cards away?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys take a long rest?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
All right. So what we're going to do is, because we are still missing Mongo, mac and cheese for everybody else, we are going to end it here, but never say I am not a gracious DM. I would like you all to go to level 5.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yay.
So,
Huzzah.
you went through 3 levels. You're now level 5, and you have a deck of minifigs, the Elowen edition, which Gordon and Mongo know who that is, and have seen this deck of cards before from our previous campaigns that we had played. But I thought I'd incorporate it as a little more fun for everybody. Let's say goodnight to our listeners, probably all 3 of them.
Good night, all 3
Right.
listeners.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Night,
I
John
love
Boy.
each and every one of you.
We appreciate
You
you
too,
listening.
random citizen.